On Tuesday of this week, Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City, finally broke his silence about what is clearly the biggest scandal in the United States right now, and that is Backpat Gate, as we're going to be calling it from this point forward, and maybe we'll find something catchier. But yes, Rudy Giuliani and the slap heard round Staten Island. And Eric Adams came out on Tuesday of this week, as I said, and actually called upon law enforcement officials on Staten Island to investigate Rudy Giuliani's claim, not because they want criminal charges against the individual who did it, but because Eric Adams thinks that Rudy Giuliani himself may have been the one to commit a crime. Let me read what Eric Adams had to say. I think the district attorney, he has the wrong person that he's investigating. To falsely report a crime is a crime. If that video wasn't there, then this person would have been charged with punching the former mayor. When you look at the video, the guy basically walked by, patted him on the back. It was clear that he was not punched in the head. It was clear that it didn't feel like a bullet. It was clear that he wasn't about to fall to the ground. What if we didn't have that video? This person would have been accused with a serious crime when all he did was pat the guy on the back. You can't do sensationalism to carry out your own agenda, and you can't use the police to carry out your own agenda either. So basically, he's saying the DA of Staten Island, I believe that Rudy Giuliani has filed a false police report based on the video evidence that, of course, is now public. And I'm assuming by this point, everybody has seen the video, right? I don't think we need to show that again. Rudy Giuliani got tapped on the back by a man who then called him a scumbag. Giuliani has been out in the media for several days since this happened this past weekend. He at one point said it did feel like a bullet hit his back. At one point he said it felt like a boulder fell on his back. But he's totally fine. And in fact, after the video emerged, the individual who did this, the 39-year-old ShopRite employee, actually had the charges against him lowered from felonies to misdemeanors, which is still, by the way, way more than he should be charged with. If this goes to trial, that man who patted him on the back is going to win. I don't think there is a jury in this country that would convict him on any of the things that he has been accused of doing. And of course, now since they are misdemeanors, it may not even have the opportunity to go to a jury trial, which I'm sure is probably what these, prosecutors were hoping to avoid, which is why they lessened the charges. I don't think it has to do with the video itself necessarily. I think it's because they didn't want that video played in front of a jury and the jury come back and just say, yeah, totally innocent. But Giuliani is milking this for everything it's worth because he believes it's going to help his son in his quest to become the next governor of the state of New York. His son also has mentioned this on the campaign trail this week. They are trying to paint Rudy as the victim of a violent crime, possibly even a hate crime. Who knows? But it all started with that clearly false police report, and I hope that Staten Island DA takes Mayor Eric Adams' advice. I hope they investigate, because nothing would be funnier for this story to conclude with the man who patted Rudy on the back walking free, but Rudy himself being hit with criminal charges. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.